M5 is a member of Dr. Ichigaki's team. He's like some weak ass demon who was like, waiting for Hiei and Kurama outside. See, his friend who looked like him, he died. He perished real quick. He had killed him real fast. He knew that bitch was watching him from, other ways, and he killed him. Cut him down. And then the other guy was like, fuck, I have to get back and call upon Getastable. And he called upon Getastable. And Getastable, was, not giving him too much problem, but, this guy would have been a no-diff, They kept him alive, though, because he knew where the humans, that were fighting for Dr. Ichigaki, he knew where their sensei was. Their sensei was used as a chip, basically, for them. Dr. Ichigaki was like, here, I have a cure. And, they ended up joining his team and other things. But, Hiei was like, where is this guy? You're holding him somewhere, you're playing games. That's why they kept M5 alive. And he was still alive at the end of all of it, but he was, fodder. They defeated him outside the ring. He wasn't even a person that was fighting in the tournament. He was outside of the ring, and Hiei and Kurama had to, handle that shit. Because they were, finding their dick too much. Strength is 72%. Speed is a 71%. Durability is a 70%. And then endurance is a 69% for M5. And then intelligence is 68% for this guy. 71% for his experience. Close skills are 70%. Range skills are 65. Recoups at 73, and then hacks are at a 70%, with the overall power score of a 69.9. This guy is on, Roto's level. If you remember Roto, that little weak-ass demon that fought against Kurama, against Team Rikuyukai, that blue guy, with the hair. He was, one of the people that died on his team. They're on his level, M4 and M5. M5 was the one that survived. M4, he met a swift end by Hiei. And M5 would have too. But Hiei was feeling a little bit like, we need to get some information out of this guy. He's hiding some shit from us. He's playing games. But that's M5. And then after that, after they defeated Dr. Ichigaki, he was gone. He was just some weak-ass demon, doing whatever. It never said what he did. But stay cool on the corner.